Welcome to my channel, Tiny Table Tarot. I'm Jay, and we're going to do an all signs money read for December 22nd to the 28th. Yes. And we'll just start out with Aries. Aries, let's see what's going on. Ooh, stressed. Compassion and disgusted. Okay, so you could be very upset at how your finances are shaping up, what you see in your bank account, what you're looking at right now, and you're trying to justify it. You could be saying, all right, well, I get paid, or it's the holiday season, or whatever it is, that you're trying to kind of justify the amount you have versus what you want to have. So it might just be a week that money is being spent, and by the end of it, you could be thinking of ways to recuperate. But the positive thing here is that with compassion here, everything that you have spent your money on, it feels as though it went to a good place, right? It doesn't feel like you were just throwing cash away. Now, I'm hoping that's not the issue, but it feels like you could be saying, you know what? I got everybody something, or I did good deed, or I paid all my bills, or you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about anything. I have enough food. So it kind of feels as though this is going to be a week where you're taking care of everything, and it's kind of, showing that you are taking care of everything. All right, so on Monday, it definitely feels as though you may be looking at your account, asking yourself, oh, should I buy this? Should I purchase this? Should I spend extra cash? Should I pay this bill? So you could be wanting to take a gamble on Monday when it comes to your finances. On Tuesday, you could be thinking of how you are managing, right? You are taking care of everything. You are doing everything. On Wednesday, it feels like you could be thinking of ways to see how you are able to re-strategize to get yourself back on track. On Thursday, it feels as though you come up with different options and different choices that you are able to make in order to, get your money in the right place. On Friday, it feels as though you are now addressing all of the choices that you came to on Thursday. You're like, okay, well, I can save here. I can cut back here. I don't have to spend here. So on Friday, it feels as though you're heavily looking into your savings, where you can save. On Saturday, it feels as though you have a plan of action to change your situation, a plan of action to recuperate the funds. And on Sunday, it feels like you are in a really motivated mood to get things back on track, because let's face it, you looked at your bank account and you were like, that shit is hurting me. I don't like it. So when I say this is a big money week, I would say it's a big money week in terms of you spending and money going out. But yes, you will be able to recuperate. So just to kind of go over it, it does feel like, you could be a little bit stressed at the outgoings of your finances, but you do get a lot done with what you have. At the end of it all, you might be looking at your account like, oh, well, shit, I need to do something serious. So on Monday, you there could be something that you're debating on buying. On Tuesday, you are looking at your purchases and saying, well, I did everything I had to do. Wednesday, you could be thinking, well, I need to switch this around. Thursday, you have a lot of choices and options that you can go with. Friday, you're seeing where you can cut back, seeing where you can save, cut corners, things like that. Saturday, you get the insight as to what you can do to turn things around. And on Sunday, it feels as though you implement those changes very fast and very quickly to get your finances back on track. So not a huge money week, because I'm not going to lie to you. I won't lie to you. But you get things done. And the positive thing here is, well, one, you get things done. But the second positive thing here is you are able to recuperate and transform those finances. Okay? All right, babes. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Taurus, let's see what's going on with you, with your finances. All right. Oh no, your cards are already dropping. So what that kind of makes me feel, kind of spending money on things that we might not need. All right, so let's see. Oh, worried. Okay. All right, so during this week, Taurus, one moment, let me get your card. It feels as though you could be slightly worried about your finances, if you're going to be able to do everything that you need to do. It also feels as though something is slightly delayed, so there could be some issues with funds being withheld or waiting on someone else to give their half. It feels like you could be slightly stressed, with the stress at the bottom here, on finances and how they're coming in. So let's take a look. Okay, so it's definitely about whether somebody is going to contribute to something. It also feels like, you know, some funds could be withheld from you, whether that's in regards to another person giving you the money, or, you know, your job withholding funds, or the hours that you work weren't calculated properly. It feels like on Monday you are very much feeling as though you have to do it all. And it's not a bad thing in this circumstance, because it does feel like you will be able to make a way out of no way. Because come Tuesday, you are showing signs of success. Something that you thought wasn't going to happen, or that you thought you weren't going to be able to do alone, you end up doing alone, and with great success. On Wednesday, you're going to see how good you have done. So you have two cards of success. You have success on Tuesday, and you have sweet success on Wednesday. So the whatever it is that you do, it still trickles in for the following day. So whatever it is that you do on Tuesday, it does trickle in for Wednesday as well. Oh, look, Thursday you have perfect fit. Friday you have money tree. Saturday we have endings, and then we have looking for Sunday. So I do feel like it's going to be a week, and we do have exhausted, right? But I feel like this is a week where you're using a lot of energy to make a way out of no way. I do feel like you're going to create small miracles throughout this week. So wherever it is that you are lacking, wherever it is that, you know, someone didn't contribute to what they should have contributed, I do feel like you're going to find a way to pick up the pieces or pick up the slack. So on Monday, again, it feels as though you are very independent. You're thinking of ways of how you can get this done by your damn self. On Tuesday, you find out how to do it. And it might be a little bit hard, it might be a little bit stressful, but you succeed at it. On Wednesday, it shows more success. It shows that whatever it is that you did on Tuesday, maybe you're being called back on Wednesday, or maybe the money is still flowing in from that Tuesday. But on Wednesday, you're going to see that you're getting blessed just a little bit more for the effort that you put in on Tuesday. On Thursday, it feels like this was just perfectly aligned. Everything fell right into place how it should. You never needed anyone else to validate you or get anything done. You were able to do it by yourself. On Friday, you have money tree, so there could be a little blessing, an extra blessing coming in for you. On Saturday, it feels like you are making arrangements to never have to go through a situation again. And on Saturday, this could be Saturday. On Sunday, you could be looking for ways on how to combat this, how to make arrangements. So I do feel like this is going to be a stressful week. I do feel like you're going to use a lot of energy. But do I feel like this is a money week for you? I absolutely do feel like this is a money week where you can get extra money, extra blessings, things coming out of nowhere. It feels like because of someone else's shortcomings or some sort of setback, you're able to manipulate the environment to your advantage, that you're able to just like make a way. So I really feel like this is definitely going to be a good money week for you. And even if it's stressful, continue to keep putting your foot forward, because I honestly feel like you'll get through anything that you're up against. Seriously. All right, babes. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Gemini, let's see what is going on with you and your money week. All right. Let's see. Ooh, boo. Okay. So you have a little bit of your reading. This is more of a reading than an actual money read, because whatever it is that you're doing, it actually feels like it's going well for you, regardless of the cards that come out, because you have someone from the outside looking in, envying your life. They're jealous of what you may have. They're jealous of your possessions. Oh, okay. And we have gift on Monday, success on Tuesday. So again, this is already the feel. This is the energy that is already radiating from you. So we have gift, success, money tree. And again, we have somebody on the outside just looking in at all of the blessings that's fallen upon you, all of the things that you are able to do and that you have at this point in time. They may not be voicing it per se because they don't want to seem like a hater, but they wish that they had what you have, and they're wishing and hoping for it. And you have the fruits of your labor. So all of your hard work and efforts are paying off, Gemini. I feel like this is a really great money week for you. And to be honest, I really don't feel like this is just money falling from the sky. I feel like whatever it is that you've been doing, with all of the work that you've been putting in, is really showing up in your physical. So on Monday, you have gift. You may be blessed with something. Someone may pay you back. You could just have a little bit of extra favor. On Tuesday, it's showing success. Success in the things that you are trying to do, that you are doing. It's showing that you're coming into some sort of good vibration, because come Wednesday, we have money tree. So people could actually just be gifting you a little bit of extra money during this time. On Thursday, you have bright ideas. And not only are you being blessed with a little bit extra during this time, it honestly feels like the money or the success or whatever it is that you're receiving, you're thinking of ways of how you can grow it, how you can invest it, how you can, stretch it. Come Friday, it shows flexibility. So you're not rigid. You're not stuck into one category and one box. You're thinking of ways of, okay, well, how can I do it this way? Or let me take on or adopt a new style. You're being very flexible with how you're doing things. And this is another thing that people are looking at and they're being slightly envious of, because you're able to adapt to certain circumstances and roll with the punches instead of just being rigid and staying in one true form. On Saturday, you're going to receive a surprise. There's just something a little bit extra. Maybe somebody is like, I just want to gift you this. Or if you celebrate Christmas, happy late Christmas, or whatever the case may be, you're getting something. And on Sunday, I feel like with the foresight, it's going to connect with those bright ideas that you have and ways of how you can stretch, how you can extend whatever it is that you're doing. And paired up with that flexibility, it feels like this is why you're receiving those extra blessings or this abundance, because you are being flexible. You are being receptive with this. You're open to receive, and the universe is seeing that. So do I feel like this is a good money week for you? Hell yeah. And it also feels like there are people who are going to be gifting you as well, surprising you as well. But just be mindful, there is someone of and around you who is very envious of this. And they go out of their way to watch, to be envious, which is weird. But very good week, Gemini. Keep doing what you're doing because it is paying off. All right, babes? All right, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Cancer. Let's see what is going on with you. I have to do something. It's not important, but it's important to me. Okay, so let me see. All right. Because my nail is snagging onto something. And I don't want it to completely break. All right, I'm sorry. All right, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm also gonna get your cards out too. So you won't have to wait. I don't want you to have to wait. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Inspired. Ooh, happy and confused. Okay. All right. Well, this is not a bad thing. I kind of get the feeling that you are inspired to do something or take some sort of action that normally it's like you wouldn't, it's something that you wouldn't naturally do, but you're inspired to do something slightly different. But then you come to the conclusion like, well, what the hell am I going to do with this newfound energy or newfound artistic expression that I have? So this could be you have a bright idea to create art, right? And then you say to yourself, well, when is this art going to sell? Or what am I going to do with this? I'm inspired to do this craft, do this art, or take this action, but what is this going to get me? Yes, it makes me happy, but like, is it worth me putting my time and effort into? I don't know about my nail, y'all. I don't know about it. It's still snagging. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. So let's see. I would honestly say, Cancerian, if you're happy doing whatever it is that you do, don't worry about the financial aspect of it as of now. I'm not saying, go broke and buying all this stuff that you don't need. But if you're inspired to do one little thing, start. Because eventually, if it's something that truly makes you happy, the money will follow. If this is something that you want to put into action to actually make you money. Ooh. Look, investments popped up. So you might have to invest in yourself, invest in this, and then investment. Oh, look at what popped out to opportunity. So investments is more so of giving it time. You don't make an investment and then tomorrow it's fully realized, or you have all your gains, all of everything that comes with it. It feels like you have to continue to invest in this or invest in yourself in order to reap some sort of reward. So let's see. All right, so Monday we have shedding. Okay, so on Monday, I really feel as though you could be wanting to switch careers or change something about your career. You may not want to do something that you're currently doing anymore. So you might be looking into something else. Now, it's not necessarily saying that you're quitting your job or anything like that, but you might be feeling as though, this is old or this is repetitive. I don't know if I really want to do this anymore. I'm thinking about wanting to do something else. So you could be heavily contemplating something different on Monday. Tuesday, you could be asking friends, asking family, maybe even a love partnership. Is this something that you think I should do? Do you think I have, talent in it? Do you want to collaborate with me? There's something about the partnerships on Tuesday that you can be trying to rope in with a creative endeavor or earning some extra cash. On Wednesday, you're using all of your wisdom. You're thinking of ways and how you can maneuver, how you can get this off the ground, what you need in order to get something off of the ground. Thursday is showing that you're gambling. You're taking a gamble into whatever it is that you're inspired to do, whatever it is that's making you happy, or whatever it is that you think is going to be the next step in a financial gain. Friday, you're going to receive some sort of surprise. It could be, people are receiving your work, or people are happy with whatever it is that you're doing. It feels like there is some sort of happy news that you're going to be receiving on Friday. Come Saturday, wealth comes in. Wealth, it feels like with this, it's showing you all of the possibilities of what you can get or what you will be getting. And on Sunday, it's showing authority. So you might have to take some sort of front seat approach to whatever it is that you're changing in your life. Now, if you're not changing anything, you could be feeling inspired at your work environment. Maybe you want to make some changes. Maybe you want a friend to collaborate with you to implement these changes on Wednesday. You could be taking it to your manager, gambling with this idea on Thursday. Surprise, they love it. They want to implement it. On Saturday, you could be receiving either a job well done, a promotion, a raise. And on Sunday, they could be saying, we want you to lead this team. We want you to lead this, expedition. But with this confused card, you might be like, well, I don't even know. I mean, I had the idea, but I don't even know how to continue to carry this out. Just use the wisdom and knowledge that you do have and continue to collaborate with a trusted individual in order to get these ideas off of the ground. All right, babes? All right. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Leo. Leo. All right, let's see what's going on with you for your money week. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'm a little thirsty. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Technical difficulties. I'm trying to get the cards together, but they don't want to cooperate with me. Okay. Okay, grief. So I kind of was feeling this. I kind of was feeling this because the cards didn't want to cooperate with me. So you might be feeling as though your bank account is not cooperating with you, or you have had to spend a lot during this week, and you might be feeling like, well, what the hell is it all for? But I feel like even though you may not get fulfillment out of whatever it is that you are doing or have done, other people around you are reaping the benefits of it. And I'm not saying this in a way that, people are trying to come up off you. No, this could be, you spent all of the money for the holidays and you're like, well, yeah, now I don't have any money. But your family, your friends, your kids, everyone around you, they're happy. They're happy that, they're able to celebrate, or they're able to eat right, or you have a roof over your head. So it kind of feels as though, you're doing a lot and you're not really feeling as though you are reaping the benefit of it. But it does feel as though there is a benefit there. But your bank account may be like, well, I don't see it. I don't see no damn benefit. So let's see. All right, so Monday you are saying to yourself, I'm done spending. Don't ask me for anything. I'm not doing anything. If you open up my wallet, the moths are going to come flying out. So, no, don't ask me for anything. So you could be, shutting down shop in terms of getting anything else. On Tuesday, it feels as though you're going to know why you spent, right? Somebody is going to either say, well, I really appreciate you, Leo. I'm glad that you, either gave me something, or you were able to do this for me, or Mom, Dad, I'm so proud that, we have a roof over our head, or we have food and stuff. Like, it feels like you're going to receive some sort of good information in regards to what you're doing and who's actually sticking by you. Okay. Wednesday, you're trying to find ways of what you can do to save some extra money. How can I cut back? How can I save? You're probably looking at your savings account and seeing what you are able to do. On Thursday, we're seeing some wealth. We're seeing maybe you get paid. Maybe you get a little extra money. Maybe someone actually gifts you with something for a change. On Friday, you're going to see fast changes, and you might even be surprised, like, oh wow, I didn't even know that I was going to get this. I didn't know that things were going to turn around. On Saturday, there is success, but come Sunday, you are exhausted with the roller coaster of emotions and feelings that you are coming across. So in the beginning of the week, you kind of feel a little bit depleted. You kind of feel as though, I'm not fulfilled. Everybody else is happy. Everybody else is smiling. I need to be happy here. So on Monday, you could be, saying, look, I don't have anything left to give. I'm not giving anything. On Tuesday, you're going to see the people who are really loyal to you. They're going to thank you. They're going to show their appreciation in some sort of way. On Wednesday, you could be thinking about, wow, I need to check into my savings, and I need to check into the couch to check into my savings. You know what I mean? But on Thursday, there is going to be some sort of happy surprise that come in for you. And it feels like people could be gifting you with something. It could be money, but it could be other tangible items. On Friday, you're going to see a lot of changes made. You're going to see things turn around quickly, and you're going to actually feel like, wow, I didn't have to be so tight-fisted, I guess, in the beginning of the week. On Saturday, you're going to see a lot of success and happiness, but on Sunday, you're going to want to rest. You're going to want to relax, and you might not even want to check your bank account at that point. Do I feel like this is a big money week? I feel like it's a balanced one. Whatever it is that you do spend, it does feel like you're going to recuperate it, or at least something that you wanted to spend, somebody end up getting you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's something that's going to balance or neutralize out. But again, it feels like you won't be ecstatic, but I don't feel like you have a need to feel grief or even unfulfilled. All right, babes? All right. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Virgo, let's take a look at your money week. All right. See what's going on. Excited, irritated, and frustrated. Okay. It honestly feels as though you could have a positive money week, but there could be other people around you who may not share that same excitement that you're feeling. So I feel like there are going to be times where someone is feeling irritated and frustrated by the lack of funds that they have in their life. But let's just see. Let's take a look. Wrong decision. Many choices. Power. Money matters. Okay, so Virgo. You may have been excited about something that you were doing, but then it turned out to kind of go in a different direction. So let's see what is going on here. So on Monday, we have wrong decision. So you may have made some sort of wrong decision that you feel as though it could have made you money, or It could have been a good purchase, but I'm also feeling as though, hold on. So, yeah. It might be that someone gave the wrong advice on Monday. So be mindful of taking advice on Monday because it could potentially be the wrong decision. Also, be mindful of any type of money making opportunities or schemes or, what do you call it? Pyramid type of schemes, get rich quick schemes, things like that. So just be mindful of taking advice or jumping into a situation prematurely on Monday because you don't want to make the wrong decision. Because on Tuesday, you have many choices. Your reading is a little bit different. So there might be a bunch of options that you have to choose from, whether you should go left, whether you should go right, whether you should take this job, that job, whether you should spend money. Now, if this has nothing to do with taking advice on Monday, you could be making a purchase on Monday that you're like, damn, should I have made that purchase? But again, on Tuesday, now we have the mini choices. Make sure you make the right choice this for you. This is an odd reading. This is really odd, Virgo. No one else has gotten this far, okay? So just make the right choice because if we have the wrong choice on Monday, then you have many options on Tuesday. Something about your Tuesday choice could potentially throw you off because you could be hesitant because of Monday's decision. So if there is anyone giving you any type of advice, go with your gut, go with your instincts, and go what you think is right so that you are able to make successful choices on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have power. So you could be coming into authority. You could have to make financial decisions at this point in time that may tip the balance left or right. On Thursday, it is money matters. So there could be a lot of things that pop up that deserves your attention, that needs your attention. You may have to divvy some sort of money out in some sort of way. On Friday, it's showing limitations. So everything that you may have done throughout the week, it feels like you could be looking at your bank account as though, it's a little bit exhausted at this point. I'm kind of tapped out. So you might be feeling as though, dang, I done spent a lot during this week, or I've done a lot during this week. On Saturday, you could be looking at ways to transform your finances and make it right. And on Sunday, it does feel as though you can be receiving some sort of late gift or just a gift in general. But it does seem a little bit hectic because on the one hand, it does feel like you could start off the week very excited, but if you make certain decisions or choices, you could quickly become irritated and frustrated. So if this is in the beginning of the week, if you don't have to make a purchase, don't. If it's a modest purchase, then okay. Be mindful of who you are getting advice from. And I would also say be mindful of get rich quick schemes because it does feel like in the beginning of the week, that's when it takes a turn. So the decisions that we make in the beginning of the week is going to make the difference of how the end is shaping up. So just be mindful of that. Let me take a look at yeah, it feels like you're going to have to make a way on Thursday. And on Friday, it does feel like you're going to be waiting for more money to come in. But you do end up getting some sort of gift from either this is going to be something that comes through as a aha moment that this is what I can do, or this is like a motherly figure knowing that you need help. Doesn't have to be a mother figure. This could just be someone who's very intuitive and seeing, okay, my Virgo baby probably needs a little bit of something. Let me give them something. And the gift doesn't have to be too big or anything like that. It could just be, you know, support. You know what I mean? Shit, it could just be a hug that you might end up needing on Sunday. Because it does seem like this week is going to be a little bit, you know, something, okay? I don't feel like it's a big money week at all. I actually feel like there could be, you know, you might just be looking at where you have to put your money in different places. Now, if you don't have any issues per se with cash, it feels like someone could be very upset and irritated with how you're divvying out your money. So, you know, you on Monday, you could do something for someone and you'd be like, you know what, I shouldn't have even done that for this person. And on Tuesday, you might be thinking of everybody else to give to and stuff like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, frustrating in terms of your finances. It could be on the other end that someone's frustrated with how you're divvying out your money. All right? I hope that made sense. It's a little bit of a complicated read. But Virgo, you've been challenging me lately, and that's okay. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Libra. Libra, babes. Let's see what's going on in your money week. It feels like you may have done all of your buying and things like that, but you still could be trying to slip something in. That's what it feels like. Happy. Ooh, unsure. And hopeless. Okay. So what I would say is if you don't need it, don't get it. If you need it, of course, obviously get it. But if you don't need it, don't get it. Also, you're going to receive some sort of surprise within this week. This could be, it's a happy surprise that you're going to receive. Could just be a little bit of help that you receive from someone, a nice little gift that you receive. It's going to surprise you. Oh. Okay, so again, if you don't need it, don't get it, because on Monday it's showing you could be debating on what you should or shouldn't do in terms of your finances, and you're not quite sure. You're like, I mean, I don't need it, but I do have a little extra, so I can probably get it, or maybe if you don't have extra, maybe you're like, well, I do have something, so I can look into it. All right, so on Monday, you have direction. And it feels like you are deciding on whether or not to squeeze something in or make a purchase or do something with your finances. On Tuesday, it feels like your guardian angel steps in to help you figure that out, whether that is they're slapping your hand and telling you to put the card down, put the money down, or they are telling you, okay, you are good to go. So you're going to get some clear insight on Tuesday as to what you should be actually doing or what direction you should go in. On Wednesday, you could be looking further into it, which is a good thing, seeing it for what it truly is. And this is definitely insight from your angels on Tuesday. On Thursday, there is some unexpected gift that comes in. It feels like it is going to be a nice surprise that you receive, that you're going to be happy to receive. On Friday, it feels as though you're feeling uplifted. You're feeling as though, you know, there's still lighter energy about you. And it could also show that you could get a promotion, you can get a raise, or you're moving up in some sort of way in terms of your finances. Maybe it's not a huge increase, but it does feel like an increase. On Saturday, you could be closing something out. You're saying, look, I don't want something anymore. I don't want to do something anymore. Maybe just, you know, maybe even canceling a subscription, right? It's just something that you're not going to be repeating on Saturday. And on Sunday, it feels like you could be spending a lot of time with loved ones, family, love partners. There's something that feels as though you're going to be getting closer with the people who you love on Sunday. Now, I'm not sure how this is tying into money, but it could be that maybe this is more of a collaboration of a group effort. So if you do end up going out, or if you do have a family gathering or something along those lines, maybe someone says, well, I can buy the rice or I can buy the drink, I can get the plates, or you know what I mean? Like it feels like there's some sort of contribution that could be had on Sunday that really helps whatever it is that you have going on. So I do feel like this is a really good week for you. It kind of makes me feel as though I don't feel like it's a big money week, because it doesn't feel like an influx of cash, but it doesn't feel like you're hurting. It more so feels like you're debating on whether you should spend a little bit more money, which is like the biggest thing here. But again, on Tuesday and Wednesday, you're going to see whether or not you really need to do something, or if you really need that extra thing. So it's a good week for you. It doesn't seem stressful at all. I feel like whatever it is that you were unsure of in terms of your finances, it definitely will be cleared up by Saturday. Okay? All right, babes. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what's going on for your money week. Hold on, let me get some water. I feel like when I get to you, that's when I start getting real thirsty. It's a sign of talking too damn much. So with that being said, I would be very mindful of who you share your information in terms of your finances with. People could see you either thriving or coming up in some sort of way, and they might be wanting to grab at it. So be mindful of who you share information with, especially in terms of your finances or your financial moves. And when I mean moves, it could be what you're going to purchase, your investments, things like that. Future vacations. All right. Ooh, safe. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel for you. Because I feel like money is coming in. I feel like you are successfully making money. Yeah, fulfilled. But more so, yours is surrounding your money and the people who are of and around you. I do feel like there are a number of people who could be feeling desperate at this point in time, and they could be trying to use you as a lifeline, because they're stressed. They could be desperate, as we said. They feeling some sort of grief, and they're curious as to see if Scorpio can bail them out, if Scorpio will give them some sort of relief. So be mindful of that. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that. Your savings may be getting a lot better than normal or than usual. Ooh, alchemy. I like that. Okay, so you are helping someone. Well, that's nice. But I feel like you're helping someone who needs the help. Someone who would appreciate the help. I don't feel like this is a person who is, somebody who would just turn around and forget all about you. Because with the loyalty and the helping hand coming close together, it makes me feel as though, also with this relief card, it feels like this is someone who isn't a snake. Who really genuinely probably need your help. And they do have some sort of connection with you in a loving way or in a kind way. Look at this. Okay. I love it. Now, what I would say is be mindful. Again, because I feel like whatever it is that you are getting and accomplishing, it's opening a lot of doors for you. It could be providing you with a lot of choices or even some sort of social status. So it feels like if someone is seeing you help someone and that person does truly need your help, you could ultimately feel like it was the wrong decision because someone else is looking in like, oh, well, you helped such and such. You did this for such and such. And then that could in turn like make you feel like, well, I shouldn't even have done that. But I feel like you should have. Don't feel as though helping someone that you really feel like need help and who is very loyal and dedicated to you or have been loyal and dedicated to you, don't ever feel like it was a mistake in helping. If the people who are looking on the outside is saying, well, you did that for them and did, and what about it? You better keep walking and do that talking. You know what I mean? Like, and what about it? Yes, I did help them. And it's not a wrong decision to help somebody who need help and you feel like this is a good person to help. So don't let anybody make you feel any type of way. All right, let's get to your reading. On Monday, you have alchemy. Alchemy, it feels like you're using all of your gifts, your abilities to kind of manipulate the world around you. You could be an alchemist. You could be a person who transmute energy. You could be a master manifester. And that's what's really showing up for me in terms of what you're doing on Monday. So that's why it feels as though maybe doors are opening or maybe you're able to align with your true path or the universe. On Tuesday, you have loyalty. So you have people who are dedicated and loyal to you. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be people who you have grown close to, and it could be that person who needs that help. Because come Wednesday, it shows the helping hand. And it feels like you could be providing someone with support or someone with help. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be, giving them money per se. Even though this is the money read, this could also be, helping them in terms of, putting in a good word or shouting them out or something along those lines. But it does feel like you will be helping someone on Wednesday. On Thursday, because you did do something, it might show a little bit of wealth on you. You know what I mean? Like it might show that, oh, all right, Scorpio, I see you. I see what you got. I see what you're doing. So on Thursday, it feels as though either more wealth is coming into you or people will start to see that shine that's actually on you. On Friday, you have a lot of beautiful ideas, and it makes me feel like these ideas are geared towards expanding your finances, growing your finances. What can you do to invest or make your money work for you? On Saturday, it does feel like with those bright ideas, you're going to find some sort of success in whatever it is or whatever endeavor that you choose. It feels like this is going to be a good one. This is going to, get me extra or do more for me. And on Sunday, your guardian angels are applauding you and they are with you. It feels as though they are working with you, guiding you, and making sure that everything is secure and safe around you. So this is a really positive money week for you. Yes, there is someone who's going to need your assistance. And yes, there are a little bit of hating ass folks of and around you who wants a piece of the pie, but never done anything to or for you to get a piece of your pie. So just be mindful of that. All right, babes. All right, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Saggy poo. Saggy poo. All right, let's see what's going on with your money week. Ugh, come on. I'm getting some sort of like weird. So you know how let's say you go to the supermarket and you swipe your card and it feels like you might have to swipe again or something like that. I don't feel as though there's anything wrong with your card or your finances. I more so feel as though some sort of machine is like weird. I know that's random, but okay. All right, babe. So I definitely feel like during this week, out of the kindness of your heart, you do something for someone, but you might feel like, should I have done that? Should I have gotten that person that? Should I have I don't know. There's something about feeling regretful almost of something good that you did. This kind of makes me feel like and we're not going to say that this is it. I'm just using this as an example. Let's say you buy your ex something and you felt like, oh, they would like this. I'm just going to get them this. It's small. I don't care. Then you give it to them and then you're like, damn. Or even before you give it to them, you're like, should I have done that? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't even have purchased this for them. It's going to make me look some type of way. Like I'm getting that type of a back and forth type of vibe. So what this makes me feel like, it feels as though your money isn't acting funny at all. It's just more so of your feelings and how you're purchasing things. So let's see. Independence. Yeah, social status. Yeah, I don't feel like your money is a problem here. I don't feel like your money is a problem at all. I honestly feel as though what you're doing with your money is kind of making you feel some type of way. So on Monday, you have independence. So it does feel as though you are very successful at what you do. You manage your money as well as you can manage it. It's not like you are broke. You know, you do have something to show for yourself. On Tuesday, now I want to bring this up because Tuesday and Sunday, you have social status and public face. So something about the purchases that you're making, you don't want to be seen in a certain way. And it could be vulnerable. It could be maybe, well, I don't feel like defenseless or unprotected. Those, it just feels like maybe you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable space or make you just look a certain type of way when it comes to what you're doing with your money. You know what I mean? I don't know how to really explain it, but I guess you know what I'm talking about. Like if you make a purchase for, let's just go back to the ex, then like, well, you look goofy for doing that, or you look silly for doing that, or you know, like you're a simp, or you know what I mean? Like it's something about you not wanting your public image or just your image in general to be tarnished because of something that you did. Anyway, going back to Tuesday, it feels like there is some sort of social status that people know you for. It feels like you're going to get recognition and or praise. On Wednesday, you have alchemy. So I do feel like you are a master manifester. You get things that you want and that you desire. And things come to you easily. You might be finding that things are coming to you a little bit more easily on Wednesday. On Thursday, it feels like there is some sort of home-based business that you have that you are able to earn extra income. This could be that you work from home, or this could be a project that you do from home. But it does feel like there is some sort of abundance that can come from your home or the things that you do in your house. On Friday, you have bright ideas of making money, and it could be tied to something that you do in your home. On Saturday, it feels as though you are calculating maybe the price or maybe how you can implement more of this within so you can get some money. And I'm also going to go back to this too because I want to clear up, purchasing something from an ex because that might not be the best example. So what I can say here is that it's a possibility that you want to do something from your home that could be different, that could be slightly unusual. Maybe you want to have a home-based t-shirt business. Maybe you want to do tarot or something along those lines. It feels like there is something in your home that you want to do that could potentially make people feel like, well, that's a little bit different. Are you sure you want to do that? Something that may make your appearance look a little different than normal. Hope that clears it up. Because there's a lot of emphasis around you. There's independence, there's home base, and then there's your public face of it all. Now, I feel like whatever idea that you have in order to do something to earn extra cash, it will work. But there is something about you having, I guess, a fear of being looked in a certain way because of whatever it is that you're doing. Use your wisdom and knowledge because I don't feel like whatever it is that you're doing, maybe it's something taboo. So maybe it could be like like tarot or an OnlyFans or something like that. Because it makes me feel as though it's something that you can do and something that will earn you cash, but you're just afraid of how other people may perceive you or look at you when you do it. So do I feel like this is a big money-making week? I don't feel like this is a big money-making week, but I feel like this is a big week for your transition into getting your big money-making weeks. So whatever it is that you're doing, I definitely feel like it works out. Now, if it's something to do with how your children is going to be able to see you, or how your children's friends may perceive you, now I completely understand that, because you don't want them to go through anything. But this idea, it does work. Now, I'm not sure of how you can tie it into your image. It could just be something maybe you can keep private. I don't know, Saggy Poo. To be honest, it really just feels like it does work eventually, right? It does, whatever it is that you're coming up with. But there is going to be this struggle with the perception of you, or maybe even how you perceive yourself. I'm not sure if this is something you can get over, because I'm not sure of the circumstance, But what I can say is, whatever idea that you do have, if you feel as though this is something that could potentially do something to your image, what's tied to it is that the money does come from it. So I don't know. Okay, I can't really say much else. You know your situation better than I do. I'm just gonna ask for some smooches. So can you give me some smooches? That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see you. Caps, so let's see what is going on with your money week. Trust, trapped. This makes me feel like Capricorn, that you're working. And once you do, gain all of the hours or whatever the case may be, then you'll set yourself free. But for now, it feels like you're tying yourself to extra work or extra hours just because you can. Some of you may also feel as though you need to burn the candle at both ends so you won't be in a financial bind. But it just feels like you are working. All right, so a lot of power coming towards you. It just feels like, I don't know, maybe you are reserving a lot of energy for something that you want to do, but there is a lot of, I feel like you've been putting yourself in a certain predicament for some time now, that once you release, it's like, boom, it's like a takeoff. It's like putting a weighted vest on, and when you take your weighted vest off, you are flying. You know what I mean? And to tie this into your money read, this could be you've been doing overtime for 4 or 5 months straight. And then when you finally go to look at the rewards, you're like, damn, look at that. So I really feel like you've been putting yourself in some sort of, maybe a strict regimen, putting yourself on a strict regimen, or you've been doing something routinely for a while. But once you get to a certain goal, you'll be able to just soar. But anyway, on Monday, we have success. So whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been inspired to do, it feels as though it's going to bring you success. On Tuesday, it feels like you're taking some sort of gamble. And it does feel like this is in terms of a gamble with a person. Maybe you're making a purchase for someone, or maybe you're trying to express your love. Because on Wednesday, we have this love affair. So you could be trying to giving gifts to someone, or showing some sort of romantic gesture to someone. On Thursday, you're getting some sort of foresight. This could be, whether you made the right decision, whether you made the wrong decision. It's going to be completely up to how it's taken on Wednesday. And also on Thursday, you're going to see either the foresight is going to be tied into, yes, how it's received, but also what's also reciprocated. So if you do something for someone and then on Thursday you get something in return, then you see, okay, well, this is a good thing. This is something that now it can move forward. If you don't, then you also get that foresight and seeing this is how it won't move forward, right? On Friday, there is a lot of star power around you. You could have a lot of influence. You could be stepping into the spotlight, or the spotlight is just on you. A lot of people may be also coming to you because on Saturday you may be getting a lot of people asking advice, asking on how to do something, how to get somewhere. It feels like a lot of people are going to need some sort of assistance or guidance, even advice from you. And on Sunday, you're going to feel very powerful. You're going to feel as though this was a really, really good week. All of my efforts are paying off. All of the things that I've been doing and trying to do is actually working for me. So I do feel like you have placed yourself in a situation where you've just been doing something repetitively. And it feels like during this week, you're actually going to see why you were doing that, why you were putting in all that time, because it's going to show something that is going to inspire you, or is going to give you inspiration to do better or receive more in the future. All right, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll see ya. Aquarius, let's see what's going on. See what's going on with your money week. You may be feeling a little bit tight-fisted or stingy, like you don't really want to give anybody anything, or you don't want to spend too much. I feel like somebody's going to surprise you, though. Ooh, look. Oh, goodness. A Scorpio could be significant. I know that this is not that type of read, but just going to say what I hear. Also, a Gemini could be significant. Somebody who's desperate and curious about you is going to be envious of some sort of surprise that you receive from a love or a love partner. This could be a romantic partnership, but also it could be platonic. This could be family, friends. It feels like you're going to get a nice surprise from someone, and there's some sort of envious, desperate person looking at this. You don't really care, but I don't know. I guess it's coming out for some reason. So let's take a look. Also, there are people who are of and around you who have a lack or a poverty mindset who is looking to you to give them something. Yeah, helping hand. So on Tuesdays, people might be, have their hand out. They might be asking for things. So we'll go through it. All right, so Monday we have fertility. And this is showing me that things are starting to open up for you or starting to work for you. Things are picking up. It feels like things are just starting to move or flow. And come Tuesday, people are seeing that. They're seeing, oh, okay, Aquarius has money, and they could even be seeing that you work on your own, or maybe you have a job and you work from out of your home, or you have some sort of home-based business. It feels like whatever it is that they're viewing, whatever it is that they're perceiving, they feel like they can come and get something from you. On Wednesday, you shut it all down, and you let them know ain't nobody coming to get nothing from me. So it feels like you are shutting people down. On Thursday, you could be having a little hideout, little staycation, vacation, something along those lines. But it feels like you are trying to get away from it all, especially from those desperate individuals that want something from you. On Friday, you could be looking into making some sort of investments, maybe seeing how you can stretch your money, how you can grow your money, how it can do something for you in your sleep. On Saturday, you could be coming up with bright ideas in order to reinforce these investments, because I get this feeling that you want to make money while you sleep. And on Sunday, it feels like you're going to use all of your wisdom, all of your insight in order to get this done. So the first half of the week is people seeing you shine, people seeing you come up, and you shutting it down. I'm not giving nothing out. You don't come begging. Don't come begging. And the second part of the week is you hiding out and coming up with bright ideas to gain some more finances. And it does feel like you could be doing something in the home life. It also feels like you could be doing some sort of either coaching or mentorship in some sort of way that helps other people. And it could be in any type of category. You could be selling health products, or maybe you're offering services, your books, whatever. But the first half of the week is shutting people down. The second half of the week is coming up with creative ideas to get yourself extra money. Do I feel like this is a big money-making week? It doesn't feel like it's a money-making week, but it does feel like you are making money, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because they wouldn't be coming to you. They wouldn't be begging. They wouldn't be curious about what you have in your pocket if you ain't have nothing in your pockets. So, yeah, babes. Anyway, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Pisces. Pisces. Let's see what's going on with your money week. All right, let's see. So I am hearing if you use things to cope, be mindful of that, because that's where your money can be going. So just be mindful. All right, let's see. Ooh, nice. Fulfilled. Longing. Okay, babes. So I kind of get this feeling that things could be going well for you, but not so much around other people, right? And because things aren't going well for other people of and around you, you may not be able to share your good news, or you may not be able to hang out with them because you guys aren't really vibrating at the same frequency. So I do feel like on one end you're doing well, but somebody who you would want to share this information with, or share your time with, or share the happiness with, they're not doing well. And you could just be wishing or longing for them to, well, I don't know. It's just wanting a friend to be there, but they can't really be there. Yeah, see, on Monday, you are taking a gamble with something. You are investing in yourself, or just gambling in general. Now, I'm not saying go out and spend all your money on gambling or anything like that, but I'm saying you are taking a gamble towards something that you want to do. And come Tuesday, it's showing that you're winning. You are definitely winning at whatever it is that you have placed that gamble on. On Wednesday, it feels like you may have to stand alone, because the wins that you're receiving are your wins. And you might not be able to, you might not be able to to distribute the wealth. This might just be something that is for you. On Thursday, it shows that you might have to stand in some sort of authority of, I want to say, not letting anyone push you over, or not letting anyone take advantage of you. You might have to stand in your power. On Friday, you're going to see those who are loyal to you and those who are not. On Saturday, the fruits of your labor are going to be pouring in. And on Sunday, your direction is now changing because of the things that are starting to come in for you. So let's take a look at some of this. I also feel like there's going to be a nice little surprise that your angels are bringing in for you. This could be the win on Tuesday, but it also feels as though this comes in the form of an opportunity. This comes in the form of a fast change for you. And again, it feels very successful, but it feels like it's success for you. Okay? So let's see what this... Yeah, it feels like you wish you can help, but you can't. Because I don't know if this person is able to collaborate with you. And if you try to collaborate with this individual, it ends up bringing you down. It doesn't bring you up. Because you'll have to take a step down in order to bring this person up to the level that you're either now going towards or just on. So you could be wanting to share, but it feels like you might not be able to. Okay, so whatever action you take on Monday, it is going to be very positive. It's going to lead you to financial abundance. And again, Tuesday, you're going to be winning. Wednesday, this is a win for you. You're going to know that this is just a win for you. Thursday, you're going to have to stand in your power, because on Friday, you're going to see who's loyal to you, who's not loyal to you. On Saturday, the fruits of your labor comes in, and it's going to show you, dang, this is good. This is effing good. And Sunday, it's going to take you in a new direction. Now, this doesn't have to be a huge direction that you're going in, but this could be simply, I'm now earning this amount. I no longer hang out with these people because this is what I have to do. This is the job that I have to be at, so I can't hang out there. Or this could be so much that whatever comes in, you might be changing the whole direction of where you want to live, where you want to be, things like that. So do I feel like this is a big money making week? Absolutely. I really do. But I feel like this is a big money making week for you. And you might not be able to take everybody with you, babe. All right? All right. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya.